Hello, my friends. Welcome to CJ Reads Books. I'm CJ, and today we are going to talk about The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. So, this is usually a genre that I don't vibe with. I don't like historical fiction, and it's hard for me to wrap my mind around that kind of stuff. I had a hard time reading Pride and Prejudice, stuff like that. This is one of my honey's favorite genre, so I decided to give it a shot. Also, because her client brought it for me to read and then for her to read. So, I decided to give it a shot. Here's my opinion about it. So, yeah, I actually really enjoyed this book. This book engaged me from the beginning on to the end. There were a couple of slow parts in there, but none so dramatic that I had to skim, whole pages and pages worth. This kept me engaged pretty much the entire time. So it's about Martha. She is a midwife in the 1800s. Midwives back then were considered of power and of wealth and of service because they got your child out. Back then also, you got hung if you raped someone, and you were also looked down upon if you get pregnant before marriage. So a lot of that goes into effect when we talk about historical fiction novels. I think part of it is it's so obscure and so abnormal, but in a way that it was once normal before, just blows my mind and is really fiction, but like not, but like yes. So that was my opinion on the book. And I really freaking enjoyed it because it was that plus a murder. And then it was just a lot of exciting things, one after another. It wasn't anything too dramatic, but like I said, it kept me on my toes the entire time, and I was pretty much in the dark about the outcome the entire time. And she did a good job. She really did a good job. I really enjoyed this book. I'm glad this was my first read for the month because I really enjoyed it. It starts my month off strong. The writing is beautiful, the writing is clever. There are a lot of characters in it, but like the last book that I read, the characters felt like a hug and they felt like they were friends. Unlike a Stephen King novel where they're just 3,000 characters in one chapter, this one had, I feel like Miss Ariel had a purpose and a setting for each character, and they all had their importance, and it was just a good book. It was a good book, and I really freaking enjoyed it. Y'all should read it. I gave this book 4 stars, 4 out of 5 stars. It was really good. It was really engaging. Not sure why I didn't give it the last star. But yeah, if y'all like historical fiction, y'all should definitely read this book because it was good. It was good. I guess if you add a thriller slash murder aspect to a book, I would enjoy it. So, who knew? Let me know what you think down in the comments if you've read this book, or if you would like to read this book and you don't know if you want to. I'll let you know down below. Hit your questions up below. Also, down below, I have a couple of links. The first one is to my Etsy store. I sell blind dates with the books, so if you're interested in that, please come support me. Second link is to my Patreon. So, a Patreon is a paid monthly membership that allows you to view all my stuff literally 2 minutes after they are edited. So, for Instagram and YouTube, I put everything on a scheduled post, but for Patreon, you get that immediately if you are a paid member. So check that out. The third link is to my Amazon wishlist. I just have a bunch of stuff on there that can help me stream and all that stuff. So if you are interested in that, check it out too. And the fourth link, you can buy me a coffee. But if you can't do any of those, you are still here. You are still watching. Please push all my buttons below, like, share, comment, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me if you did those and share my book reviews with a friend. Thank you, Robert Willem, for being my one and only Patreon supporter. You are awesome and you are amazing. And thank you for supporting me always. My friends, I love y'all. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.